Oh, my leg. Oh, my leg. Welcome everyone to my Karate Kid 3 reaction. I am so excited to watch this movie. I really loved the first one and I really liked the second movie. Both movies were very, very different from each other. The first one very action-packed. The second and focused on both Mr. Miyagi and Daniel, but mostly Daniel. The second one very quiet, still, almost no fighting in the entire movie, and even the fight scenes were quick and short and brief. The fight scenes also were all connected to the story well in the first Karate Kid movie. Some of them were just kind of there to show like bullying and stuff, but all the fights in the second movie meant something, and the second movie was all about Mr. Miyagi. I've looked at the reviews for the first and second movie now that I've seen them. Obviously, the first movie has a lot better reviews than the second one, although it doesn't have as great of reviews as I thought it would have. I mean, it has like 52% on Rotten Tomatoes. What the heck? I'd give it like 1,000%. And the second one obviously has worse reviews, and I said in my reaction that I was pretty sure this movie was going to be less received or not received as well as the first one, considering there's no fighting in a movie called Karate Kid. I feel like a lot of people would be let down by that. I personally really enjoyed it, although I thought the middle half of it dragged a little bit, was a little bit too slow for my taste, but thinking about that movie more and more, I am enjoying it more and more. So I'm very excited to see what they do with the third movie. This is the last movie with Daniel as our leading kid, Karate Kid, and Mr. Miyagi has one more movie, Karate Kid 4. So I'm very excited to see how, I don't even know if they were going to do a Karate Kid 4, so I'm assuming they're going to round off both stories in this movie, and I'm very excited to see how they round off both of these amazing characters' stories. What I'm hoping in this one is, I think there's going to be more fighting in this one, because I think there was probably some sort of outcry or sadness that there wasn't a lot of fighting in the second movie. So I'm thinking, in my mind, it would make sense that there would be more fighting in this one, sort of akin to the first Karate Kid movie, because I think they might want to make up for that, make audiences more happy for this third one, make people want to see it more, stuff like that. I'm expecting this movie to focus less on Mr. Miyagi, probably more on Daniel, or Daniel growing up to become some sort of teacher. As he was kind of growing up into a teacher in the second movie, maybe he's going to expand on that character arc and kind of teach, maybe at the end of this movie he'll be teaching himself, or not teaching himself, but teaching other students. That would be kind of cool. I'm hoping we see Johnny in this movie. I don't know what the cast is. I don't know who directs this. I don't know anything about this movie. I'm hoping Johnny's in this movie because I really liked him in the first one and I really missed him in the second one. Besides that, I'm hoping that Daniel's girlfriend, I forget her name, I'm so sorry, but I will definitely remember it as the movie goes on if she's in it. I'm hoping that she's back. And I'm expecting them to be back in California. Anyway, sorry, that was a really long start to this reaction. So yeah, let's just get into the Karate Kid Part 3. Oh, I'm actually so interested to see what they do with this movie, how they finish off the Karate Kid trilogy. I enjoyed this trilogy, at least so far, way more than I expected to. Especially the second movie. I thought I wouldn't like the second movie, to be honest. Are they gonna do another previously on the Karate Kid like they did in the first one?
Prepare! Ice!
Ooh! Oh yeah!
I'm not trained to be merciful here. Mercy is for...
I'm hoping that because they're showing this scene, that Johnny will be in this movie a lot more. Karate Kid 3. The whole movie is a recap of the first two movies. And then the last act, the third act, is them flying home from
Well, why didn't you then?
Is that what they were? Is that where they were? Oh, this is the new scene.
I won't be entering the tournament this year. As you know, we've made repeated requests for payments of dues, but since you failed to respond, we really have no choice but to drop the Cobra Kai from our membership rules. If you have any questions, give me a call, huh? Have a nice day.
Mr. Kreese, this is Pacific Bill. This is the final call regarding your bill, and if you do not pay...
He definitely does not like them. That is for sure. I'm just gonna say right now, the music is amazing. Ooh. Oh, who's this guy? Oh man, the fighting is good.
Screw the rent. What, do you think I bought that place for the rent? I bought it for you.
Mr. Silver?
What?
Plutonium deal?
Johnny, every business has a slump at one time or another.
Plutonium deal?
Look at this. 10 years ago, nuclear was the preferred waste. You could dump it anywhere. Now, everybody's a detective. I'm lucky if I make...
This man like a warlord of karate?
Danielson room all finished. I take good care of him. You just look out Uncle Roy.
You know, I might be here for a few months. A 70-year-old man gets emphysema. It's no joke, you know. Are you sure there's no problem for him to stay with you?
No problem.
I don't know. I haven't seen the first Karate Kid movie in 2 weeks, but that didn't look like his mom. Did they recast her, or did she just have like a lot of makeup on or something?
Got this great job with a dance company in Tokyo, and I guess she just couldn't say no, so.
Honey, you're disappointed.
Oh, sorry, Huxley. I just whacked my chair really hard because she didn't come! I'm sorry.
Listen, Uncle Louis says hi, and I love you.
Okay, say hi to Uncle Louis. I love you too. Bye-bye.
Why didn't she come with him? Oh man, is he gonna... If he gets another girlfriend in this movie, what I said in the last movie is true. He's a player.
You ever think about opening a bonsai store?
Hi, Danielson. In my dream, my retirement.
I want him to open a bonsai store.
Well, what do you call this?
Call time to go. Hey.
I'd visit his bonsai store. Man, they're hitting me with the feels right off the bat.
You know,
Smell like college education.
yeah, I know that, Mr. Miyagi, but I have a great idea.
Danielson. No idea. Discussion closed.
Yeah, but what about your dream? And Mr. Miyagi, no offense, but you know, if you miss the train this time, there may not be another one for a long, long time.
Then Miyagi take bus.
That is a great answer to that statement. Oh man, is he gonna pay for a store for Mr. Miyagi? That's so sweet, but I feel like he should save up for his college. His house looks like a castle. Like, that's how you know he's evil. His house looks like a castle.
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
What about the old man?
Him I heard through the kid. Johnny, by the time that little twerp steps into the ring to defend his title, I'm gonna...
No, they're gonna use Johnny. Johnny does not deserve that.
Hey, I like that! Oh, I like that, Johnny! I'm gonna use that!
Margaret,
Man, this guy's a very eccentric person.
no, it's too nice. I gotta look poor.
He's definitely a villain that suits this movie. Just kind of over-exaggerating, eccentric, like I just said. Kind of almost not a real person, but I like it for this movie. He's literally like a rich supervillain. He's like if Batman was evil and did karate. Evil karate Batman.
I don't know.
Well, I do. Here, you come with me. Just come with me.
Where?
Come on, just come with me.
Well, what fish?
The fish will be fine. It's not going anyplace. That fish is dead.
The fish is dead? What?
Area, and over here we could have like a bonsai hospital. You know, the little guys get sick, you take care of them. I mean, and I work for free. Oh, I thought of a name. I even thought of a name. Check it out. Mr. Miyagi's Little Trees. Simple, direct, catchy. I'm telling you, it doesn't.
He needs to be a salesman when he's older. He's a good salesman. Mr. Miyagi's Little Trees.
Well, what? What did I do? Did I forget something?
Hey,
What did I miss?
your name on list next to mine. Partner.
Aww. The ultimate respect.
Well, you must be Mike Barnes. Welcome to LA.
Hey, listen, thank you for bringing me down, Mr. Silver.
Milos.
So he's like a great karate kid.
Remember on the phone you said that if I come down here and I beat this LaRusso kid in the All Valley tournament, that you give me 25% ownership in your new dojos.
Uh-huh.
Which I think is more than generous. But I've been giving this some thought. For me to do my absolute best, which is what I want to do for you.
What the heck is this guy talking about? He's just fighting someone. 25% is so much.
You fight as hard as you negotiate?
Harder.
You got your 50%.
And I get that in writing.
By noon today.
Mr. Silver, you just bought yourself a champion.
Can't wait for him to lose and lose that 50%. Imagine if he wins though. That would be a twist. So, Johnny.
Very good.
What's Johnny have to do with this? We talked about Johnny earlier and how he was gonna try and get the title back for himself and then be humiliated. Is that with this guy? I'm confused, but I'll figure it out. I just want to see Johnny.
Devil's Cauldron.
Hey, you can see bonsai from here. Good place. Very safe. Nobody bother.
Why'd you put it in such a hard place to get to?
True original bonsai worth many $1,000s.
Wow.
Come.
Oh, that is so pretty. That is such a nice shot. Oh my gosh.
Come. Together we
Oh, the music! Ah, chills. Oh. I love like the... Oh, chills. I love these montages. Oh my god, they're so good. Chills again. Just getting waves of them. That is a beautiful shot. Oh my god, that's a beautiful shot. Oh, it is zooming. Oh my god. Wow. This shot is mind-bogglingly awesome.
Oh, here's your pen. Before I forget. And, if you have a minute, just in case you change
I
your
feel
mind.
like you wouldn't really want to do just one fight though. You don't get warmed up, you don't get into the tournament. I feel like that's actually a hindrance.
Hello?
Is this the new girlfriend? I swear to God.
Hello. What, busy tonight? No. No? Well, then I'll see you tonight. I mean, if that's okay with you.
Okay, about 7?
Sure. Seven's good.
Okay, I just live right upstairs, so go around the side, okay?
Okay, great.
All right.
My mood about her changed pretty
Okay.
fast because she seems really nice. But I'm still mad that it's not Allie and it's not, Dang, what's her name? I forget her name. I'm so sorry. I'm still mad that it's not those two, but like, it makes sense. And she's really
Hey,
nice.
Found it, huh?
So I like her.
Listen, Mr. Miyagi, I understand your feelings on this. I mean, I do, but you have to understand mine. You know, this is the biggest thing I've ever done in my life.
I feel like what you did in Okinawa was a lot bigger.
And I have the chance to be the champion again. All I have to do is put my signature to it.
Oh, match to it.
Match to it.
Aye. Then you watch your confusion disappear in the smoke.
I was confused like Daniel until he finished that sentence. He has some really good like comeback lines almost. I feel like he'd be good at dissing people. He'd like diss someone and then they'd have to go and sit down for like half an hour, and just think about what he said and then think about their life choices, and then they'd become like really nice people. That's what a Mr. Miyagi insult would entail. Daniel. This guy's not gonna hurt Daniel though, is he? He's waiting for the tournament for that. So I wonder what he's up to right now. Oh no.
First, I gotta tell you this. See, I have something. Well, after you hear this, you just might change your mind. My boyfriend. See, he was in the headless picture, Ohio.
So she's
Yeah, I'm gonna go back
going
after
on a
Thanksgiving.
date with
I just
him?
didn't want to lead you on or anything.
No,
you know?
no.
I mean, I did come up kind of
Okay,
strong.
just friends, just
Don't worry,
friends,
man. It's
just
refreshing.
friends.
I mean, we could go Dutch.
Okay, that sounds great.
How would he not think this was a date?
Yeah, it's just
How
that
would
I've
she
been here
not?
for 2
That's. I mean,
months.
I'm glad she said that,
Nothing
but
to
like,
do. And I haven't even met any friends.
Well, meet your first friend.
All right.
she should just not date that boyfriend and date Daniel
Wait till
right
he hears
now.
about this one. Okay, now do that again. Go up. I'm a mugger. I'm gonna grab you and now,
Oh,
now
yeah,
grab the
okay.
back of my head and then
Okay.
pull down and bring your knee up.
Oh my gosh.
Room for one more now.
Not the thugs.
It's money to make. Give me the application.
Listen, I said forget about it, all right? I'm not gonna
Sign it!
Oh yes, Daniel.
Come on, man, right now! Right, come on, right now! Let's go, punk!
So sleep on it, right? Come on, mine.
Wow, the thug is more reasonable than what's his face, the villain.
Eat yet?
No, I haven't.
I was supposed to have dinner with my Aunt Pat. You know, she owns the shop. Anyway, she had to do something, so I got stuck with all this macaroni and cheese.
Macaroni and
I had
cheese.
macaroni and cheese
Hey,
for
you
dinner.
know what I like.
So
I grew up on
good.
Be a nice going away present, so.
Oh, Daniel, that is so sweet.
Yeah, well.
Man,
Hey,
I
come
hate
on,
Mike.
guys. I told you, all right? I can't help you out. Forget about it.
No,
Hey,
if they
where
break
you
the
going?
pot,
Come on.
if they break the pot,
Listen, I'm
I'm
not
going
signing the
to
application, all right? I'm
scream.
not gonna compete. Just take off, all right? You take off. Come on, come on.
Woohoo! Daniel! Okay, but he's still watching this.
Get out of here!
Oh my god.
Mike, come on.
Oh! I was kind of hoping they'd get hit by that train. Not kind of, really hoping.
And finally the sergeant said, well, son, we'll look into it, so we'll see, I hope.
Yeah, well, you know, I still kind of think you should have asked Mr. Miyagi before going after
No.
the tree. I mean, you wouldn't think he'd hide it out in the middle
They
of
don't-
nowhere if you wanted people
No.
digging it up, you know?
No.
I don't have a choice.
Uh-huh.
They start at $10,000.
No way, seriously?
No, see, that's why it's so important to me.
That's a great shot.
You see that ridge where the sun hits the,
Oh, yeah, oh my gosh, there it is. It's just like the one on the pot I made.
Yeah, but now how are we gonna get all the way down there?
Hey, leave that to me. I'll teach you.
That's so beautiful. I want a bonsai tree.
You get killed doing this.
Just think positive.
Well, how are we gonna get back up there?
Don't worry about it.
We don't know how.
I got enough to
That's
worry
a
about.
problem for future us.
Whoa.
What?
Where's the tree?
It's right there between the two ropes.
Imagine if a rock falls in it and crushes it. That would be really sad.
Believe me, I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, but what about the tree? I mean, is it gonna die? You just...
The tree's gonna be fine. We just have to pack the roots well. That's the most important thing. Believe me, Mr. Miyagi taught me everything about these trees.
Here,
All right.
do you want me to take
No,
this?
I got it. All I need is a bag to pack the roots in.
He dropped the tree. He dropped the tree. You should have just let her die. He dropped the tree.
Oh my God, the tree's in the water! I gotta get it! I gotta go!
Also, she's on a rope. She would have lived, I think. I don't really know how that works.
Get out of the way! I gotta get it, it's gonna get washed out!
Watching this tree get hit by the waves is more stressful than watching any character die.
I never learned, man. I should have signed the damn thing in the first place. I should have signed it and gotten it over with.
Hey, come on. You couldn't have known this was gonna happen.
Yeah, with this guy. I should have known. I should have known with that guy.
No, Daniel, you.
Gotten it over with. Wouldn't be stuck down here. The tree would be safe. Just such a jacket. Come on, get us out of here. Come on, pull!
Hey, at least Mike is helping with the ropes. I thought he was just gonna make the other two do it. Props to Mike. He still has negative 100 points though. You need 0 points to be at least a decent character. That's my point book of characters. That didn't make any sense.
I got you. Hey, I already gave you the application. Come on.
Yeah, the stakes just went up.
Oh my god.
Yeah, just don't throw it over. Be careful with it, please.
Hey, Daniel. Make a wish.
What?
Mr. Miyagi?
Oh my god.
Hey, come on, you can't keep stopping like this. You gotta build up your wind.
Why, so Bonehead can knock more of it out of me?
Ah, come on, Daniel, you gotta have more confidence. I mean, remember, you are the champion.
Yeah, I'd like to forget it.
Everyone in like the 80s had the same sort of running gear. Like in Rocky, I feel like he's wearing the same gray sweater when he's training.
Look, I got a good book on sweep techniques. I'll drop it off for you sometime, okay?
Great.
All right. Nice to meet you, Jessica Andrews. Take care of our champion, huh?
All right, I will.
All right.
Nice truck.
Bye-bye. That was a nice offer about the book, huh?
Oh. I think I understand now. So Terry, that's his name, right? The rich guy. He's going to train Daniel eventually for the tournament. And then Daniel's going to get absolutely destroyed.
Get your hand off me. Get your hand off me. I ever see you even on the same street as this kid, I won't be so charitable.
This is a good plan.
You understand? You understand?
Yes.
All right. Get the hell out of here.
He's going to practice the sweep, and then in the tournament, in the fight, the sweep's just not going to work. Because I guess the other guy, Mike's just going to know all of Daniel's moves. Oh, this is so smart.
Daniel-san, look, Jessica make beautiful, huh? You like?
Yeah, I stayed up all night firing him.
Yeah, I know. I saw one the other night. They're great.
Aw, recognize her pots more, Daniel.
Daniel-san, you hold like this, fast, left, right.
It's no joke, all right? You don't want to show me, you don't show me. Just don't make fun of me,
He's a
right?
pretty funny guy. See Mr. Miyagi in a comedy club Saturday nights at 9
Don't worry, it
p.m.
won't happen again.
Daniel's going to the dark side. His karate is definitely more for fighting though. If you compare his and Mr. Miyagi's is definitely more for defense. His is more attacking moves, more kicks, more punches.
Hey!
Hi.
Interesting
Yeah, that's
to
great.
see.
How you doing?
Okay, he's turning into a not very nice guy anymore.
You come back tomorrow, we'll start again. You did good for your first day.
Thanks.
I think I'd just leave the dojo if someone did that in front of me. I'd be like, I don't really think that you're a match for me. You just killed someone. I don't want to kill anyone.
Hey, why don't you come in?
When Mr. Miyagi
Catch you up on
sighs
some
in
sit-ups,
sadness, you know
It's not easy when you're
that
training
he
yourself.
is upset or disappointed.
What happened?
Actually, I don't think Mr. Miyagi could ever be disappointed in Daniel because he always understands Daniel's choices somehow.
So tomorrow's a bad day. I mean, tomorrow in the morning I'm supposed to, in the afternoon I'm supposed to meet with a buddy of mine I haven't seen since we got back, you know, from Okinawa. What am I doing?
No. The relationship is breaking a little bit. I don't like it. They loved each other so much, and Miyagi still loves him. That's a great shot. The candles. Oh. He's praying for Daniel. Such a sweet old man. I love him.
What was the last thing Mr. Miyagi taught you?
Oh, we did kata.
Kata?
Yeah.
Up and down. Bit up.
Now, wait a minute. Let's do it over here.
What?
Right here, his ribs. Lay into him.
Does he want his knuckles to bleed? like what's his face, John wanted to do. Is that what his name was? He's turned from very nice sensei at the very start to the exact same sensei that Cobra Kai's had before. Worse, because he actually has a dodgy plan to make Daniel intentionally lose. No, there's no leaves? Or is that supposed to happen?
Right? Look, I'm sorry if you don't like it, but I got problems, okay? And if you're not gonna be part of the solution, just don't give me a hard time about it, all right? Okay, you got it?
He's like an angsty teenager. Daniel, what have you become? Oh. Oh. Daniel, you made Mr. Miyagi cry.
Right? Huh? Well, he can't continue. That means you win. You like that, Mr. LaRusso?
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
I like that.
Good. Give it a shot.
What? No, that's dirty tactics. Also, all he's teaching him to do is punch.
Not a bunch of sticks and pipes anymore. This is a living, breathing, fighting machine that wants to detach your
Bloody
head from the
knuckles.
rest of your body.
Oh, Daniel. Ah.
You did it! I did it! You did it! You nailed it! You nailed it! Oh, you ready? You ready? I'm ready! Oh, man! Yeah!
What new teacher?
Oh, the guy who's been training me.
I was gonna say, I have a lot of sympathy for the Cobra Kais in the first movie now if their teacher or their sensei was anything like that, because he would have been manipulative and just like made them think that they were doing the right thing when they really weren't. This guy's a stalker, he's everywhere. What the heck?
I got some nerve.
You got some nerve.
What about you?
See a huckleberry friend. Get out of my way, white boy.
Oh, to impress her. Daniel, dude. Daniel's becoming Johnny. Oh my god, dude.
What do you want?
I did not think that his arc was gonna end up like this. I thought he was gonna get better and become a teacher, not become a Cobra Kai. Which is not a bad thing. I don't think being a Cobra Kai is necessarily a bad thing.
I apologize for what I
Just
did
like,
tonight. I mean, that
from what
shouldn't
we've
have
seen with
happened.
them so far.
Maybe you should tell that to the
It's a
guy
bad
whose
thing.
nose you broke.
You know, I am. I will. I just didn't want you leaving thinking that was me.
Oh, it wasn't you. It wasn't
She's
you.
moving back
And who
to
was
her.
it? Conan the Barbarian?
Look, Jessica, I've been trying to be someone I'm not, and it just isn't working. I feel like I'm... Look, I'm sorry, okay? I don't mean to be rude. Hello? Hello, miss? Oh, Mrs. Miyagi, look at this.
Daniel's definitely lost focus. He's getting angrier and angrier throughout this movie. But he's getting angry at himself.
Hey, it's Buddy.
Oh,
It's
yay!
gonna make it, huh?
Hey, make it because have strong root. Just like you, Daniel-san. Inside you have strong root. No need nothing except what inside you to grow. Understand?
I just got chills from whatever he just said.
Hello? Hello?
The cardboard cutout in the background scared me a little bit.
From the moment you met me, I've been making you do things you didn't want to do.
What are you talking about?
What am I talking about?
Yeah, what?
Let's show him what I'm talking
It's
about.
true.
Somebody's talking.
Ah! Was I right or was I right?
Let's show Mr. Kreese how he's gonna get his big...
I was right to be scared about the cardboard cutout. Someone was behind it. Oh my god, are you serious? He's just a kid. Ugh! He's a superhero, this guy. Let's go.
We're old friends.
Okay. Okay. Woohoo! Woohoo!
Come on.
Is he trying to fake him out or something?
See how good you really are.
This is the fight I wanted.
Now, will you train me?
Hey.
Let's go, man. Miyagi is like, karate's for defense, but if I don't like someone, it's for attack too. Oh, training montage time. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, this shot is beautiful. And the music again. The training music, I think it's the same for all of it, but it's so beautiful I could listen to it all day. Does anyone know what the song's called? I can't find it on Apple Music. Oh, I like the interlace between the two montages, the bad and good. They didn't do this in the last two movies. Oh, the breathing! And the bonsai! Oh, what a shot. What a shot, dude. Oh my god. And the sun.
Health, self-confidence, inner peace, everything that makes me
Stupid. I bet you don't have as much inner peace as Poe the Panda. You can hear the boos. Yeah, boo!
honesty, compassion, and fair play.
I don't think he knows what those words mean.
Pain. First he suffers. Then he suffers some more.
And then get ready for this plot twist. He suffers some more. I'm actually really nervous because this guy is a lot better than Daniel, at least from what we've seen so far.
Of the rules will result in a penalty point on your line.
You can just keep getting penalty points to hurt your opponent, and then they won't be able to get points.
Face each other. Bow.
Bow. Oh my god, the disrespect. It doesn't look like Daniel's even gonna get a point. Oh! I thought Daniel had that. Ow. Ow, no, you gotta give him like 5 minutes. No, like 20 minutes. No, that's probably worse than breaking his leg. Ref! Disqualify him right now. Are you serious? You can tell this is... What? You can tell this is malintent.
Now the real pain begins, Danny boy.
Oh, the music's out. Here comes the music. Whenever the music kicks in the end fight, it's so cool.
He'll get up. He's too dumb not to.
No, he's not. He's too brave. He's too courageous.
You stay focused. Tell us how your best karate is still inside you. Now time
Oh, here. Here. Oh, I just got chills. I just got chills. Oh my god.
Come on, get up! Get on that line! Get on that line, LaRusso!
This is epic.
Your sport teaches nothing! Get up, man! You're not... He's a fake! And he didn't teach you nothing! Your karate shit, you hear me? Get the point! Hit him, Mike! He's hallucinating!
And the movie ends. I just got chills. again. And that was my reaction to The Karate Kid Part 3. I really, really, really enjoyed this movie. I thought it was a great third movie and a great send-off for these characters, considering you probably didn't think they were going to make a fourth one. I don't know how far along the fourth one was to the third one, like how far after the fourth one was made. But this one definitely felt like a closing out for these characters. As you probably could tell from my reaction, I got so many chills from this movie. The score was amazing, just like the other two movies. The fight scenes, amazing. The shots were amazing. The montages were crazy awesome. Mr. Miyagi and Daniel, great again. I just really, really liked this movie. Right after the movie, I went straight to like Rotten Tomatoes and stuff like that and IMDb, and I looked up their rating for this movie. 15% on Rotten Tomatoes. Are you serious? This movie is so much better than 15% on Rotten. What? People giving it 1s out of 10s, 1s out of 5s. 15% of critics like this movie. Are you... What? I loved this movie. I don't understand. This movie definitely felt like the first movie in terms of the way it was paced, and how many fight scenes were in it. There was definitely that element of the first movie. The second movie is definitely kind of the odd one out of the group with the slow pacing, almost no fights. This one kind of felt like they were trying to get back to the first movie to get those old original fans who didn't like the second one maybe back on board. I think they did a pretty good job with it, in my opinion. The fighting in this movie I thought was really good. Not as good as the first movie, and I don't think as good as the second movie, even though the second movie doesn't have as many fighting or as many fight scenes. The moves in this movie were really cool. The training scenes were really cool, but I think the fights were directed probably not to say the directing was bad, I just think it was directed the worst out of the trilogy. The final fight was directed great, but some of the close quarter fighting was not very good. But the Mr. Miyagi fight in the dojo against those three, against Mike, John, and Terry. Oh, that fight was so good. I wish he would have stayed on the wide angle a little bit more. But I also get that Mr. Miyagi is an old man, and maybe his actor, what's his name, Pat Morita, probably couldn't do all of that in one frame, so I get the cuts. I just wish there weren't cuts. But that's kind of my only complaint, is that there were a little bit too many cuts in the fight scenes. But besides that, the fight scenes were amazing. Something that I thought was really cool that was different from the movie was what the movie focused on. So the first movie focused on a very external problem for Daniel and Mr. Miyagi. Mostly Daniel. It was an external problem. He had to fight Johnny. Johnny was bullying him. He wasn't really feeling safe anywhere. Beating Johnny kind of seals the deal, right? Second movie focuses on Mr. Miyagi, more of like a personal problem. Mr. Miyagi has to fight Sato. Sato thinks that Mr. Miyagi left, leaving him with little to no honor, so he wants his honor back. Mr. Miyagi doesn't want to fight. More of a personal problem. I guess you could say not really an internal problem because it affected a whole village, but it was very personal to Mr. Miyagi still. But this movie was definitely an internal problem for Daniel. And I really liked that. I didn't know how this arc would go. I thought Daniel was going to grow up to become some sort of teacher, and at the end of the movie maybe be teaching his own class. That wasn't the case. He actually was struggling with himself. And there was nothing anyone else could do about it except kind of guide him and help him along the way. But he had to figure everything out himself. And I really, really like that. I like that no one just kind of laid it out in front of him and he followed his path. Like, he figured everything out. He learned to be patient. He learned not to dive in headfirst into everything. He's basically learning how to be Mr. Miyagi and just vibe everywhere. But I really like Daniel's journey in this movie, and I think it really was a good end to his character. I don't think he comes back in anything. He might come back in Cobra Kai. Haven't seen it, obviously. Going to watch it. Very excited. But it was this trilogy, this was a good end for his character within the trilogy. I really liked it. Mr. Miyagi in this movie was great. Obviously a little bit more sidelined this time compared to the second movie. Probably as much screen time as the first movie. Again, wise, vibing. Did a lot more karate in this movie, which I really enjoyed because I've always wanted to see him just beat up people like day in, day out. And he definitely had a few fight scenes here and there where he was basically like Batman, like good Batman. And just beating people up. And it was really, really fun to see. I loved how affectionate he was to Daniel, and I loved that he was never disappointed in Daniel's choices. He always could understand why Daniel was doing something. He just wished, he was like praying for him and wishing that Daniel would get back onto the right path. But even though Daniel was straying on the wrong path, he wasn't disappointed in him. And I really, really like that. I like his father figure and his bond with him, especially at the end of the movie when he's saying to Daniel, like, you can't let fear control, stuff like that, and he's yelling at him in the ring. I thought that was really, really good. I thought they did a really good job with Daniel and Mr. Miyagi's characters and their bond within this movie. Even when they were strained, they both still respected each other. Even though Daniel wasn't showing respect for Mr. Miyagi, internally he still respected him, and you could hear it come out in the dialogue, like, what am I doing? Why am I doing this? I just really like that. Now for the villains, Terry and Mike. They, in my opinion, were probably the weakest villains in the trilogy. Johnny, I wish Johnny was in this movie, first of all. Let me just put that out the way. I was really hoping Johnny would be in this movie, and for some reason I thought he was going to be in this movie. I thought they said his name. But he wasn't. He's only in the first movie. Made me a little sad, but I'm very excited to see him in Cobra Kai, as I've been saying in like every reaction. But Johnny was my favorite villain. Sato was my second favorite villain. These two were my least favorite villains, mostly because they didn't really have any redeeming qualities to them. Johnny was very kind of misunderstood and kind of manipulated into being who he was in the first Karate Kid movie, which led him to that final fight. But then eventually he became like his own self. He kind of figured out like who he was, and he stood up for himself. Redeeming quality, good. Sato felt like he lost his honor, but through the movie he kind of is conflicted by this thought of like, what if I'm wrong? What if Mr. Miyagi's right? And by the end of the movie, he kind of comes to his senses and helps rebuild the town. Asks for forgiveness from Mr. Miyagi. Redeemable. But these two villains never did anything redeemable. They were kind of just your stereotypical bad guys. Not to say they were like bad villains. I really enjoyed them, especially their plan. I thought their plan was really cool. I just didn't think that they had a lot of depth to them, They were very exaggerated, especially at the start. Terry just like doing that maniacal evil laugh over the phone. Very exaggerated, very dramatic. And they weren't very realistic villains, but I wasn't, I don't really go into the Karate Kid movies thinking they're going to be a realistic interpretation of life, which I think a lot of people, while I was looking at their reviews, were wanting. They're like, this movie is not realistic. This movie is just like goofy. I don't mind if the movie's goofy. The first movie was definitely pretty realistic. It was very simple plot, but it felt like it could happen in real life. The second movie felt less realistic. Definitely more real than this one, but still like it was kind of teetering on the edge of goofy in some parts, and this one kind of embraced the goofy and just kind of wanted to give us a fun Karate Kid movie to end off the trilogy. So I appreciate that. And while like I do really like the realism of the first one, I also really liked I also really like the goofiness of this one, because I don't know, it was just a really fun watch. It made the movie kind of less serious and more fun to watch, Yeah, so those are my thoughts on the villains. Terry had no redeeming qualities. Mike was just a bad person, no redeeming qualities. Their fighting was really cool, and I actually really liked when Terry was teaching Daniel. I really, really liked that part when Terry was Daniel's sensei, because I would have liked Terry, and in that like slim moment, I would have liked him until he became like a mean sensei. But before that, I would have liked him as a character if I didn't know he was just training Daniel to fail. Yeah, but that's kind of all I have to say about the villains. Overall, I thought they were average villains. I really liked their fighting, but I wish they had more depth to them. Jessica, I really liked that Jessica was not a love interest. Maybe for Daniel, he liked her a little bit, obviously, by asking like, I'm gonna miss you or something like that at the very end when she leaves. But I'm glad that she wasn't a love interest, because he's already had two in the span of a year that he's like been in love with. So I think having a third one would kind of make Daniel seem a little, maybe not weird, but definitely a player, like I was joking about at the start of this reaction. So I'm glad she was just a friend. I thought maybe they were gonna kiss, but then I was like, no, she has a boyfriend, she better not. And she didn't. And I wanted them to get together. I didn't want them to get together. And then after the pottery scene, I wanted them to get together. But then when she said, oh, I have a boyfriend and like, let's just be friends, I don't want you to get the wrong idea, I was like, what? But then I was like, oh, actually, I actually really like that. So yeah, those were my thoughts on Jessica. She wasn't too much of a character. Again, she was kind of just there to keep Daniel in check and give him that nice speech at the end of the movie. I don't know, the bonsai scene was really sad when the bonsai gets snapped in half. That was probably the saddest part in the movie, honestly. Like, saddest part in any movie I've ever seen in my life. That bonsai tree, I cared about that bonsai more than I've cared about anything in my life. So, about my why did I call it K4? Karate Kid 4 reaction, which you guys want me to watch, and I will watch it. Except I think how I'm gonna watch it, because I'm gonna be watching Cobra Kai after WandaVision. When WandaVision ends, my Cobra Kai reactions will start either the week after or 2 weeks after. So between now, when this reaction comes out, and it'll be when like end of February, March time. Between then and now, I will at some point watch the Karate Kid 4. Next Wednesday, a Karate Kid movie will not come out. Next Wednesday, I'm going to be restarting a new movie. Just because I kind of want to add some variety to the channel. But be rest assured that at some point, I will be watching Karate Kid 4, okay? It won't be like immediately after like the next week. But in the next couple weeks, you can expect a Karate Kid 4 reaction to come out. And I'm very excited to watch the movie. I know Daniel's not in it. I think the lead is a female character. I don't remember who the actor or the actress is. I know Mr. Miyagi's in it. You said it was his final movie, his final arc, and I'm excited to see. I'm hoping he references Daniel quite a bit. And I know people have been like, it's like, but I'm so excited to watch it. This movie has 15% on Rotten Tomatoes, and I thoroughly enjoyed it, like, quite a bit. So, yeah. Yeah, I just don't think this movie deserves that low of a rating. The first Karate Kid is, like, 52%. What the heck? And then the third one is, like, second one is, like, 38% or something. Like, why is it so low? Do people just hate karate? I don't understand. Yeah, so anyways, thank you for listening, or thank you for watching my reaction. If you really enjoyed it, I'd love a little like and subscribe, but if you don't want to, that's fine too. And if you made it this far into my review, thank you so much for listening. It means a lot for you to make it this far. I know sometimes listening to someone talk for 15 minutes is a long time. So if you have, congratulations, thank you. And if you want to talk about anything about this movie, anything interesting, any fun facts, if you want to give me the song, like what that song was called, their training montage song, please comment down below. I love reading through your comments. And I will see you next week.